Good morning, my friends. Today we will talk about the topic of compassion versus love. I'm using compassion because it has a more precise meaning than love. Love has so many connotations and interpretations that when you say, I love you, it can mean loving in a parental way, in a passionate way. It has a lot of connotations and confusions. And so does self-love. You say, I love myself, people think you're being arrogant and selfish and so on. So today I talk about compassion because compassion is a more inclusive concept. It includes a lot of love, a lot of understanding, especially about the hurt or the weakness or whatever the person is feeling bad about. So you understand the hurt and you feel for it and you love them anyway, and you have this compassion for love. You love yourself and you understand its weaknesses and you are so compassionate with yourself that you take that into consideration and still love yourself immensely. So it's really more important to have compassion for the individual because it does include your understanding of the good parts and the parts that hurt that person. So there's love with understanding, what I would call compassion. Compassion for others is very, very important because no matter what others do, and especially if we don't like it, it's only mirroring our own, because what I don't like in another person is exactly what I don't like about myself, but I don't know it. I don't recognize it. So it's a good mirror to find what annoys you about another person and then find out if that's what the quality that annoys you also exists in you. It's very, very important. Like you go to an interview and people ask you, what are the people you don't like? And we always keep in mind that whatever they say, these are their poor qualities or the qualities they don't like about themselves. So be careful when somebody asks you that. But also the concept of oneness. If we're all one, if we all have been breathed into by the Beloved, we have a breath of the Beloved, and He lives in each of our hearts. So no matter how we see that person, he's a reflection of one aspect of ourselves. So when we see a weakness, when we see something that bothers us, we have to reflect and understand why the person is suffering and maybe did something that we perceive as evil. That's why this makes us also more amenable to returning evil with goodness.